YouTube. So I don't see anybody watching. Maybe I should have told people I was going live. I just wanted to figure this out before we really make it official. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here to let everybody know what's going on in my life right now. Just celebrated Princess Armani's birthday. You can still see the balloons behind me. I haven't had a chance to take the balloons down because I have been in momager mode with young Niyah. Young Niyah, come on over here, girl. Come on over.
Right here.
You right here? So we had interviews. She had an interview today. So we've been working. She's on tour. She went out for the biggest of the biggest reality show, and she won. And it granted her tour, radio, her new single.
Every day.
Every day.
Skirt.
She'll do this every day. Skirt is out now. So make sure y'all cop her new single. What am I doing? I don't know how to do this.
No, that's fine.
They say you look like me. Where?
I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't either. No, I do.
I don't see it. That's not a face I made. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I only see it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get down with this streaming stuff, y'all. A lot of people always say, and for real, just real talk, everybody's always saying, hey, we would love to see you behind the scenes. We would love to get to know your family more. So I was like, I'm going to go live. Let y'all into my world a little bit. Because my world is very interesting. There's a lot of stuff that we do. And I'm so excited about it. But I wanted to introduce y'all to Niyah, my middle child. They say middle child problems.
What an introduction.
This is my super.
Sound like a middle child introduction. Introduce to my middle child.
This is my superstar, one of my superstar kids, young Niyah. Y'all probably remember Ocean, my oldest. I was pregnant with her in the Love on My Mind video. Y'all probably remember her. This one came a couple of years afterwards. I want to say about 6 years later.
5.5.
But Ocean sings. She sings. She's working on a gospel album right now.
Ooh, ooh.
Hey. And Niyah, she's rapping on tour. It started the 4th of July. And I missed the first week because we had Xscape. We had to perform in Essence. So I missed that first week. And I heard she had a good time. I heard she had a really good time. It was crazy because I was looking at the feed. And I was like, right before the show, I saw shots being taken.
Shot.
And I was like, hold on, wait. Wait a minute. Before the show? No, ma'am. So I told her, I said, when I get back in town, I'm coming to the next show. And Momager showed up, and she was like, oh, you taking away the fun. It's not taking away the fun, but before you do a show, is do's and don'ts. As a singer.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, you're going to have fun, all right? Having fun and taking shots before you go on, ma'am.
And the show was still crazy.
Yeah,
the show still looked good.
Yeah.
See, you gotta know how to do it. I'm not a drinker, okay? I don't want you thinking I'm just getting drunk before a show.
But y'all took a shot.
One little shot, and then I wait an hour, or I stick around, you know?
Yeah. But,
and I do good.
Okay. Well, you rap, so it's different from singing, but still, I say you celebrate after the performance, right? That's what I think. You celebrate after the performance.
You do a little pregame before, and then after you really turn up.
A little pregame before.
That ain't, but not really nothing, you know.
Well, the sheriff is back in town. The sheriff is back in town. I will be attending this week with you. I know you got Memphis, Tennessee. That's coming up this weekend, right? And then you have Atlanta.
I can't wait for the Atlanta show. Y'all got to come out to the Atlanta show. Everybody in Atlanta or South Carolina, if you can come, I would pull up. It's at the Ticker Club.
Girl, I'm like, you can tell I ain't got no sleep. Look, we've been nonstop.
We don't stop
This lash is down and this one is up. I'm like, wait a minute, what wait a minute. Let me. Okay, I'm up now. Yeah, so make sure you all follow my baby on Instagram, official young Niyah. And if you're not following me,
you the real Tamika Scott.
I'm the real Tamika Scott.
The real Tamika Scott.
The real tired Tamika Scott. So yesterday, let me fill y'all in. Yesterday we went to, I had a chance to celebrate my girl, Tiny, her birthday. It was her birthday, and when I tell you, baby girl, her husband showed out for her. So when you walked in, I'm gonna put some pictures up. When you walk in, it's like, it was like red, real red and beautiful. They had llamas with gold chains on.
That's hard.
It was real hard. They had the mama, the baby, and the other one. And I was like, okay, let me go over here and take a picture. Then I was thinking, I was like, are they gonna spit on me? What animal is that spits? What animal is that spits?
Alpaca? I could be wrong, don't quote me.
Oh, what is that?
The alpaca?
Yeah.
They got them long necks.
You ain't making that up.
Spit on
I ain't never heard no animal called no alpaca.
Mama, you ain't never heard of an alpaca?
Have some clothes on. I see you, princess. I'm live. I had to turn this down. What you got on? Don't come over here looking like that. I'm live. Move. I'm live.
I want you to turn
my what
Somebody
on?
tell us how to turn the captions on.
Turn the caption on?
Somebody help us. We don't know.
How they gonna help us when we can't see? Is it this button here?
I pressed that one, but I don't know what that is.
Let's see.
Let me see. At least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. Okay, no, that's not
What is this? Don't come over here.
But dang, y'all
For real,
can't
don't come
tell
over
us
here looking like that.
because we can't see.
Yeah, you look beautiful, but you was
Somebody
close
DM
on.
me, official Young Niyah. Show me how to turn on the captions. Cause I wanna know where y'all at. We wanna know where y'all at. If y'all all in Atlanta, if you not in Atlanta.
Girl, I don't know how to work this. We trying to figure this out. We're gonna figure it out, y'all. This is the first.
This is the first.
And it's not the last. Yes, princess.
Oh, you look cute. Armani, don't embarrass us.
Can you play the Chick-fil-A game so I get a free medium fry?
What is it?
Play the Chick-fil-A
You can get a free
game.
medium fry just by having the app.
Yeah, but you have to play a game for it.
What game?
I ain't playing no games
They
with
have
Chick-fil-A.
games at
If you want
Chick-fil-A?
some fries, I'm sure I got enough points on my app to
Me
get
too,
you
I
some
got
free fries.
Wait, but I want to play the game though.
What I want to play? What game?
Stop trying to sneak around here. Go upstairs. For real, don't come over here looking like that. I'm live. Okay, so Princess likes to stay up all night on the phone. Well, last night she stayed up all night. She's just getting up. What time is it? 6 o'clock. I'm taking your phone.
No, I got up at 4:30.
You said that like it sound good. She said I got up at 4:30.
She got up at 4:30. She looked like she just got up.
Down, but I'm awake now.
She looked like she just got up.
It's okay. That's the summer life. Tell all the kids, enjoy the summer life because school's coming back.
Yes, it is. Praise the Lord.
Look, dude.
Mama,
Yes.
can I send you the classroom supply?
No, I have to go online and get your classroom supply list
Somebody DM me and show us how to turn on the captions so
so we can see
we
what
can
y'all
talk to
saying.
y'all. We can't talk to them like this. I mean, y'all can hear us, but we can't. How you know
You
how
can
to
help
do
us.
YouTube
No,
live?
don't come over here.
YouTube live.
You don't do that. You just woke up. You're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna make memes of you.
Oh,
Stop. Our
God.
money.
Wait.
I'm good.
Here, hold on, wait. How?
I'm trying to help you.
Not that I look better, but she literally just woke up with her little PJs. Go put some clothes on. You trying to figure it out?
Activate it.
Oh, that's what they saying. You got to activate it. I wish I could see what y'all are saying so that I could answer questions.
Oh, so
What?
is that something you got to do before you get on here? I think. Hold on.
We're trying to figure it out.
My age is showing. Wait.
Your age is showing.
Don't say.
My age is showing.
Wait, what? Well, you a grown woman. They saying if they're under 16, they can't do that. But you grown, so.
I don't know. Let's see what this button do. Access my. No.
What?
Is that trying to access my photos? No. What's this?
That's that highlight
Okay.
thing we keep pressing, but it don't work.
Okay.
Nobody DM me yet. Come on.
They don't know.
They don't
This is our
know.
first time going live on YouTube. But anyway, get back to Young Niyah. Make sure y'all stream her new music.
My new
every
song,
day.
Every day.
Yes.
It's a feel good song. If y'all want to party and feel good, I would listen to that song and turn up. It's a turn up song, so listen to it. It's fun.
Yes, it's fun.
It's a fun one.
It's fun, and she's speaking facts
Yeah.
through the whole entire song. It's just her life and real life, nothing made up.
And then another thing y'all can do, it's like send us like mother and daughter topics you would want us to talk about every now and again, because there's some things that should be talked about, I feel like. And me and my mother have a very open relationship, like as mother and daughter.
Yes,
so
yes.
we're willing to talk about it if y'all want to hear about it, but just give us some topics so we can come on here more
And one
learn
thing,
YouTube live.
one thing about our conversations as mom and daughter, I've always allowed my kids to express themselves. It was a lot of people that scrutinized how I raised my kids, because growing up, we couldn't really express ourselves. It was what the parents said. We had to eat what they put on the table. And it was many times, my mom used to make us eat,
right there.
they used to make us eat liver. And I would have to sit there and eat, like, you had no choice but to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I told myself, I said, when I get older, it's going to be things that I do different than my parents did. Because they like certain things don't mean I like it. So that's one thing I never did. I never made y'all eat. I made you try it. Now that I did. I would make you try it, but then if you did not like it, I would tell you you could throw it away. But at least give it a try. That was one of the things. And then
That's
as
a good topic, too.
as far as even allowing you to express yourself, a lot of parents don't allow that. You know, even when you was younger, it's not disrespectful if you're sitting and you're talking and you're listening, and you're saying, okay, you know, how was your day? And one thing we do as a family, and we still do this, I love this, as a family, even my grown kids, which you are grown,
I already know.
yeah, we sit around the dinner table and we talk. And one thing we do, we go around and we tell each other things that we need to improve on. And it's not to...
And things we like.
And things we like.
So it's not all just
Right.
bashing. It's like, this is what I love about you, and this is what...
This is what you need to improve.
You could probably improve to make you better.
And you have to listen with open ears. You can't get upset or get mad. And the person who be getting mad is what they really need improvement. No, just playing. But no, I think that's a great thing to do as a family, even in a relationship, just to be able to sit and communicate and be like, okay, these are the things that I love about you. These are the things that work. These are the things that we need to change and we need to talk about. And that has helped me with my parenting skills as well. Because there was a lot of things that my kids told me that I need to work on. And I was like, well, I never saw myself. I never saw that. And it allowed me to change for the better. And that's you know, that really helped us grow and evolve as women, mothers, daughters, friends. So that was a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. And it's not being disrespectful. When you allow your kids to speak their minds.
You know when somebody being disrespectful, it's a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And y'all have never been disrespectful to mommy. Because mommy still got that old school. You got an old school mama. I believe in chastisement, but in different ways. Like, I never really whooped my kids like that. I mean, you got whooping. You got towed up. Because
Mama, okay.
You were a little different. Even though I allowed you to express yourself, sometimes you went overboard.
I was a kid. I was young.
Yeah. But those whippings help, right?
I guess. I seem to turn out just fine.
Yeah,
so.
you're a sweetheart. But I didn't have to, I think my last time whooping you were in middle school. And I didn't whoop you, I just smacked you in middle school. When you...
I didn't whoop you, I just got 2 pieces, that's all.
She got 2, but after that, I haven't had to, yeah, I think you got it. You got it real early.
I turned out fine.
Yes, you did, darling. You said you got 2-pieced. Oh, I remember that. Ooh.
Mama, I don't want to remember that. Let's skip that one.
I was so mad because
I don't like that one because nobody ever told you the full story, and to this day, I feel like you still don't know the full story.
Okay, well, tell me the full story.
Right here, right now?
Yeah, tell me the full story because...
Do you really want... I don't know, Mama. You just got to listen because... I feel like had you really known what went down, you probably would have went in on the school too, because it was a grown man in my face. It was a grown man in my face. Like,
but
if you would have saw how no, it wasn't me being you know me. I'm not about
no,
to
but
no grown
when the
man
teacher tells a student.
But the lady that told you wasn't there. She wasn't there. So you heard from somebody that wasn't even in the room. And I just felt like that was just one of those times where I felt like if you would have heard me out, you probably wouldn't have came at me so hard because it was kind of an innocent situation. It really was. I really didn't know, but a fight broke out in the school, so everybody was watching and screaming. I wasn't even screaming. Everybody was standing on the tables and the chairs.
I got upset because you were standing on the table and you admitted to standing.
I didn't stand on the table.
You did tell me that.
No.
You said you were standing up.
No. I stood on a chair.
Okay,
but
chair.
I did not stand on no table.
But listen, you stood on the chair. It wasn't a table.
Up looking at something.
But why would you stand on a chair when you were supposed to be in class, ma'am?
No. See, that's what we were in the cafeteria eating lunch. I did not skip school or classes. I was an A, B honor roll student.
Yeah, you
I
was.
never skipped classes. Like, I was against that.
Okay.
No, I was in the cafeteria and a fight broke out. I didn't know it was a fight. I just saw everybody screaming and standing up on the table. So me being a kid, I stood on the chair. I'm like, what everybody looking at? And then the fight broke down. And then I started being goofy. I started saying something to my friends, but I wasn't starting to fight no more. I was talking to my friends, but I guess one of the teachers was telling me to get down. I didn't hear him. But he didn't tell nobody else to get down. It's 100 students standing up. He came to me and told me to get down, and I'm the only one that wasn't starting to fight.
So the key word is he came to me and told me to get down because you were standing in the chair at school.
But did you hear the part where it was 100 other
I'm not
students
worried
doing
about the 100 students.
But why?
I was worried about you.
Yes, but I'm trying to see Mama
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Because I'm just trying to tell you what actually happened. What they told you wasn't the truth. To this day, it wasn't the truth. And I don't. It was just one of those things where a fight broke out. Everybody was commotion. I wasn't studying a fight. I was talking to my friend. I was doing High School Musical. I was being silly. Like I didn't hear the man telling me to get. I didn't hear him tell me to get down. So when I heard him, I got down immediately. That's the part they didn't tell you. I looked at him and it was this angry man. Like he was so angry. It looked like he was angry about something else and just took it out on me, to be completely honest. That's what it really was. Like, looking back at it, there's no way he was that mad about that. Because I could see.
Girl, I ain't trying to be funny, Niyah.
I
ain't trying to be funny, Niyah.
But I never finished my story.
Let me just cut you off one quick second. Where you said you never seen an angry person. So, your sister had a birthday party the other day. How many kids were here?
A lot of kids.
Right.
Okay.
But it was one particular child.
But I'm not like that.
But hold up. It was one particular child that I went to Princess. I said, who invited him?
I'm not that child, though. I got sent.
He was so bad. I said, I couldn't imagine being his teacher.
But he didn't take that out on the people who even started the fight.
No, right. No, I'm not saying it was your fault. But when teachers deal with certain kids, this was midday. Lunchtime, the teacher dealt with so much. They shouldn't have to deal with somebody standing on top of a chair, being goofy,
I did not
being
know.
silly.
But it's a difference. Had I heard the man and ignored him and continued, that's not the case. I didn't hear him. By the time I heard him, he was up here, and I looked, and he was like, "Get down!" It was so much commotion. I didn't hear him, and he didn't say nothing to nobody else. So when he said that, I looked at him and I got down. I said, "Whoa, what's going on?" And he got in my face, and he said, "I told you to get down. You don't even talk to me like that."
Was it loud when
Mama, if you would have seen this man, you would have been very upset.
What's his name?
I don't remember. That was in middle school. He was so mean. Like, if I ignored him.
Is that the teacher who apologized to you?
He apologized, but no, he didn't. No, he didn't apologize.
That was another teacher.
I apologized to him. He never apologized to me. After I apologized to him, he walked out mad. He didn't say a word to me. But he was a grown man yelling in my face, and I didn't know what was going on. So the first thing I said to him, I said, whoa, what's going on? That's the first thing I said to him. And he said, I told you to get down. I'm talking about, he was screaming that loud. I'm not kidding.
What were the other kids doing?
I wish the other kids was looking like, what is going on? Because
Child.
Are we still on here?
I don't know.
I think we are. Anyway, because my story is, to this day, I never got to tell you what really happened.
Really didn't tell me.
I just took the whipping. Like, I just took it.
The call I got was you were disrupting the class. Not the class. They were fighting, and you were standing up. You were standing up in the chair, and he kept yelling and telling you to get down.
I didn't hear him.
When it comes to that,
I didn't hear him.
Regardless,
but the moment I heard him, I got down. Is the point I'm making. It's not like I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do what I want. I wasn't like that.
The point is, you was in a chair.
Standing. But that's fine. But I don't. Even if I'm in a chair, I don't think a grown man should be yelling at my face. I feel like at that point, me not hearing him.
So I didn't know he was yelling in your face. He said, I told her to get down,
no,
and she did not.
No,
I'm telling you, this is what was said to me.
They lied to you.
But you should have said no. That would have been the time you could have said no. that did not happen that way, but you did not say nothing. So I'm thinking what they're saying is true.
You two-pieced me before I could even explain
I
myself.
did.
Yes. Before I could even explain, you said, you up in the chair, bop, bop. And I was like, my glasses was all hanging. I was like, all right, you got it. Like, you was here, and he was here. And I was just like an innocent
But let me
child.
tell you how the tables turned. At first,
look.
let me tell you how the tables turned,
Oh,
though.
it was bad, though.
At first, they were mad at you. But after I hit you, they got mad at me and called the cops on me. They called the cops on me because I smacked her. Like, you called me up to the school and said she's being disruptive.
That's
She's standing in
crazy.
chairs and she didn't listen.
Disruptive is crazy.
So I smacked her. I was mad. And then they called the cops on me, yo.
I was so hurt. I could not believe that grown man yelled in my face.
You didn't tell me he yelled in your
if
face.
you would have seen the way that man was yelling in my face, I don't think you would have cared what I did. He was this close to my face yelling. That's why when I got down, I said, what is going on? He said, da, 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 da. I said, why are you yelling at me? And then by that time, I realized, okay, this is going to escalate. So I turned around to walk away. He grabbed my book bag and snatched me. See, you never let me tell you the story. This man grabbed my book bag and snatched me, and I flew.
What was his name?
I flew across that room. I said, why did you just do that?
And why you didn't tell me when I was there?
Mama, because you wouldn't let me talk. You wouldn't let me talk. That's why I said right now I'm getting beat up. And had you seen the way this man, it's a difference from somebody being an adult and telling you, look, I told you to sit down, go to the principal's office. Oh, no, that's not what I got. He was talking to me like, the way he was acting is like he was going through a bad
This was
divorce.
your teacher?
I didn't know. He was a PE teacher.
What school?
Sandy Springs.
Okay.
It was Sandy
What
Springs
grade?
Middle. I was in I don't remember which grade.
Okay. Do you remember what he looked like?
I would never forget what he looked like because I've never seen
And he
him like that
snatched you?
before. He snatched me.
Say no more.
See? Now had you I got two-piece and I shut up. I was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna believe me because I'm a child. And this is why I feel like in situations like this, if parents just listen, just let me talk to the end, I can tell you what happened. I've always been
So
a child.
why you never brought this up in our talks at the table? You never said anything.
Because I went on punishment. By the time I got off, I was a kid. I was like, I'm just happy to be off punishment. You never let me express myself.
Not at that moment, but
no.
not at that moment. But we had those table talks after that.
I gave up, but we didn't really talk about that. Like,
I wish you would have told me he slung you.
I tried. Mama, you was up here because all you heard is me on the table. I mean, not me on the table, me on the chair. And I'm trying to figure out how the lady that told you could tell you anything because she wasn't even in the room. So I'm like, how is she telling you what? But when you're a child, it seems like adults listen more to adults than their kids. But I'm one of them kids that if I did something wrong, I tell you.
Yeah,
that's why
I
said I was on the chair.
You always did that.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on the chair.
And that's why you got a two-piece.
I know.
You got a two-piece because you was on the chair. Now, had I known he grabbed you and slung you, that's a whole nother situation.
And then check this out. When he slung me back,
Not situation.
I said, why would you do that? And then the teachers in the cafeteria said, if you try to take him to court and tell them he touched you, we gonna testify against you. And I was looking at them like, what is going on?
Sandy Springs Middle School?
Yes. I will never forget it. He was a PE coach. And if I see
Do you know what teacher said that if you take them to court?
Yes, the lady in the cafeteria. She said if you take him to court and say he tried, if I say he tried to touch on me or something, it was the weirdest thing ever. And I looked at her, I said, why would I say that?
Okay.
He pulled me. I would go to court and be like, this man I walked away because I realized, like, wait a minute, this is a grown man in my face. This isn't supposed to happen. So I said, let me just walk away. Girl, I walked away and that man snatched me. He snatched me back and yelled in my face again. I will never forget that day. I let it go and I prayed about it because I knew deep down, I was like, God, I was wrong for standing on the chair, but that grown man was in my face and nobody talks to me like that.
Nobody grabs you like that.
And he grabbed, man, I will never forget that day.
I wish I would have known.
I wish you would have known too, but you wouldn't.
But you got quiet after your two-piece. But when
because I got
well, the next day you should have said something. The next day.
I was so hurt.
So listen, this is a lesson learned to kids and parents.
I was so hurt that day. I was too sad.
I'm hurt now.
I was so hurt.
I'm hurt now.
I couldn't believe that man did that to me, and he wouldn't even apologize. I apologized to him. I said if I was disrespectful.
Yeah, I remember you apologized.
You remember he said.
Yeah.
I walked out. He didn't say nothing. He don't care. He swung me, yelled in my face.
What? Wait a minute. This ain't got nothing to do with it. But what color was it?
He was white.
Okay.
He was a white guy with a beard. Think about it now. He was probably in his late 20s. He was in his late 20s. Thinking about it, or the oldest, his youngest 30s is what he was back then. But yeah, I could tell he was going through something else and kind of just took it out on me. I think that's because the situation didn't match his anger. He had anger like I was his wife and I cheated on him and he just found out. I know. See, that's why we have these talks. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to get that off my chest. I've been wanting to tell you that for years.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, to this day, I was like, if she only knew. I just got two piece for this man that yelled in my face.
Yeah, I didn't know you got 2 piece for standing in the chair and then get down. Because you know how I am about
but
respect.
I didn't know.
I'm real huge on respect, especially kids. So that's why I felt like well, it was a smack. It was a smack. It was a smack, okay? But after that, I have not had to chastise you at all. But I'm glad you brought this to the forefront. And parents, please, let this be a lesson. Talk to your kids, even after the incident. Any type of incidents, hear them all the way out. Because I'm sitting here hurting right now. That this grown man pulled my baby.
I was so hurt.
Oh my gosh. And then they called the cops on me when I went out. After I smacked her. He was like, that's the principal, like, that's not cause for it. I'm like, well, this is how I deal with certain things. She's not gonna be disrespectful anymore. When I was getting ready to walk out, that's when the cops came in. I was looking like, what y'all gonna do? Don't call me to chastise my child, and then once I do, you wanna lock me up. Like, okay, just let us stand on the chair next time. Like, girl.
I just couldn't believe. I think you know how a lot of kids could be too much for one person. It's like all the anger he had, he just took it out on me, and I knew deep down I didn't deserve it because
nobody slinging you in your.
At the end of the day, the moment I heard him say get down, I got down. So it's not like I was like, no, I'm gonna stay up here. No, I got my butt down. By the time I got down, he was yelling in my face, and I didn't know what was going on. I said, what is going on?
What year was this? You was in middle school.
That's gonna tell my age or something.
It don't matter. We're gonna figure this out.
I don't know. I was in middle school. What's the age of middle schoolers? 12, 11,
well,
12,
I'm sorry that you did not tell me what happened, so I could have dealt with the situation.
I did try, Mama, but you didn't.
At that moment, yeah. I did not. I was upset that I had to come to the school. They called me.
And I was crying. You know how you cry? Like, because I just dealt with a grown man yelling in my face, and I didn't know why. And he slung me. And
he didn't tell me.
And then on top of that, my mama came and beat me up and felt like
it was a smack.
I mean, you ain't beat me up. You smacked me a few times. but it was just like,
I feel so bad.
As a kid, I was so hurt and I was crying to the point I didn't even talk. I was just like, all this really just went down because I didn't hear a man speak. It's crazy. I'm like, all right. After that, I don't
think any male teacher should put his hands on.
He shouldn't have been yelling
female.
at me like that either. He was yelling in my face to the top of his lungs.
That's crazy. I will go back in your yearbook and find out who this teacher was. And it might be too late to deal with it, but it will be brought to their attention. You don't put your hands on no girl.
He slung me by my book bag.
Girl, if you would have fought, and who is this? The lady in the cafeteria saying if you sue.
And these are teachers that never spoke to me to this day. She was like, if you say something about him, I'm like, was she messing with him or something? Because what in the world? She was like, if you say something, then I'm testifying against you. I'm like, testifying against me?
Girl, why did you
Look, all I would have had to say is pull the cameras. Pull the cameras. That's how much faith I got in what happened. I would have said pull the cameras.
But we can still pull the cameras. We can still pull the cameras.
Pull the cameras. That's how much I stand on my word.
You just got out of school.
Pull them. He would go to he probably would have did a little community service.
Oh, he wouldn't have had to do service.
Yeah.
I would have two-pieced him.
I could not believe that.
That's crazy. He pulled, oh my gosh. So the moral of the story is, please listen to your kids. And kids, please explain yourself to your parents. Allow us to calm down. First of all, just don't do nothing for us to have to be upset. Like, just do the right thing. That's it. Just do the right thing. Then you don't have to justify, I did this because of this, and then they did that. Like, don't ever put yourself in a situation to where somebody have to grab you and sling you.
He didn't have to do that.
He did not.
I didn't do anything of that nature. Now, if I came at him the way he came at me, then it's like, okay, look, girl, who you talking to? But he came at me. I didn't come at him. So I know deep down in my heart I didn't do nothing to where I deserved it.
No, you definitely didn't.
If I did, I'd be like, yeah, mama.
No, you don't deserve no grown man grabbing you on your book bag, slinging you.
I was Armani's age, and I was smaller than her. So my feelings were so hurt. I was so hurt. Oh, I was so hurt.
Oh, my baby.
I'm about to cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Don't cry.
That situation really hurt
Don't
my
cry.
feelings, though.
Don't cry. Do not cry.
You just know, how certain situations, deep down, you didn't deserve the outcome behind it, but it happened anyway. It was one of those for me. Like,
Well, I'm
I coulda
so sorry you did not
You
tell
could have
me.
yelled at me and stuff, like,
Right.
yeah, for being on the chair, but that's it. But the way he yelled at me is if I started to fight.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I held it from you, too.
Yeah, you really did.
I was so hurt and sad.
You did.
I didn't.
You did. You did not tell me about that one, boo boo.
I know.
Don't you ever hold nothing back.
I did try. You weren't ready to listen.
Not at that time. I was upset because they
I was like,
they called me.
I did. You know how you can't breathe because you crying so hard? I was so sad.
Wow.
I wish that fight never happened.
I wish you would have never gotten that chair.
Me too, but I was just a kid. Like, I'm thinking back when I was 11. Like, you don't know. I'm just like, what everybody looking at? What we all looking at? That's how, it was that innocent. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, fight. It was just like, what is y'all looking at? And then I was like, high school.
That's crazy.
You ever see High School Musical? They dance on the chairs? You ever seen it? But it was so innocent. And I was smiling and happy. And then I looked over and saw him. I said, what in the world? I stepped down to see what he had to say. And that was all she wrote. But yeah.
I don't even know what to say right now because I am
know.
heated.
I know.
I am heated.
He could at least apologize. I can't believe he did. He wasn't man enough to tell me, I'm sorry for pulling on you. Like, who does that?
I wish I would have known that then.
Who
Or the
does
next day,
that?
or 2 days later, or 3 days later. I wish you would say, Mama, can I tell you what really happened? 3 days later. You was outside playing. You
I had
wasn't
already
even-
got my punishment and my whooping. I was like, yes, it is what it is. I never spoke to him again after that because I felt so disrespected. I don't even think he talked if he talked to his kids like that, he probably beat them. The way he was talking to me, I'm pretty sure he either beat his wife or his kids. He would put his hands on me, Lord help him.
Oh, yeah.
But he was in front of too many people.
He shouldn't have slung you.
That's the part where I walked up big. I was like, wait a minute, this is a grown man in my face. I walked away. Like, this is not supposed to go down. That man he felt like I was disrespectful for walking away, I guess, and slung me. I'm like, but I thought that's more mature to walk away instead of going back and forth with a grown man and you don't know what you did. I was like, yeah, it's a little different up there.
Okay.
I know.
I didn't know this was going to go here live.
I said, you sure you want me to talk about this right
Yeah,
now?
but I didn't know he pulled you. But it's all good.
I know. I hate we gotta let it out like this, but it's old now.
Is it?
He was wrong for that.
Yeah, he was very
He was
wrong.
wrong
He
for
was
that.
wrong for that. He was wrong for that.
I wish they could have. To this day, I wish they could have pulled that tape.
It's not too late.
Do they still keep on to those years?
I'm
later?
sure they should.
I would love.
Because if
I
he-
would love to go.
I wonder
see it.
has he had any more incidents like that concerning any other female students.
He probably has. The way he was talking to me, he probably has.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm sure he probably beats his wife.
okay. I just hope not. But you know what happens? What goes around comes around.
Karma is a thing.
Karma is real.
I got mine. I got my 2 P's.
We call it karma, but it's whatever seeds you sow.
Whatever
come
seeds
up.
you sow.
So
He
I'm
was
sure
wrong
he's
for that.
already, if not.
This is crazy. I wish I could see comments right now. I wish I could see what y'all thinking right now.
I know, right? I
Probably
feel
like, no,
so
he didn't.
bad. I feel so bad that you did not come back and tell me that he did that. Like, and then for them to call the cops on me.
Should've
Like, they
called
were
the
trying to
cops
get
on
me in
him.
trouble too. And all I did was smack you. Like, but it's all good. Let's go to a lighter conversation because this right here got me hot. I already be having hot flashes. I'm over here hot. I will be at Sandy Springs Middle School tomorrow.
They be like, ma'am, you don't see her name in the system. Is that over 10 years ago?
Like, who is the coach?
He was a PE
12
teacher.
PE
And I don't think I
teacher.
ever got PE, so I didn't even know him like that. That's why I'm like, who is this man talking to me like this?
Well, it's all good. Parents, listen to your kids. Make sure they explain everything to you. Even if they do something, let it calm down. And then a couple of days later, just hear them out.
Yeah.
Not
when everything
years
come down,
later.
it'd be different.
Couple of
Emotions
days
is
later.
flaring. It'd be tough to get your point across.
Yeah. Well, other than that, that was the last time, really.
That's good then.
You've been a
how
really,
long
really,
ago that was?
yeah. You're great. You're a great kid. I have all good kids. God blessed me definitely with some great children. So, well, anyway, getting back to your artistry from parent to momager.
Yeah.
You've grown, you've learned, you know, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the young lady you become.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. Very smart. Always A, B on the road. And I didn't help you with
I
your
ain't play
homework.
about them grades.
Yeah. I never helped you with your homework, but I don't tell nobody. I was so busy doing me as far as like the group, and I was touring and doing plays, and
I used to study. That's
Yeah.
something I never used to understand. Look, I had a teacher. Because I used to be in honors math. And this is the part I never understood with kids in school. I had a teacher, he gave us a study guide. I would go home and study the study guide. Y'all know this test would be the exact same. The exact same. The answer choices and the questions would be the exact same. And I could not understand why everybody was failing. Because they didn't take 10 to 30 minutes out of their day. And really, I probably did 40, 45 minutes to just study.
Yeah.
45 minutes out your day, you could do that sitting on the toilet.
Not on the toilet.
But you can. Like,
people be so busy scrolling and reading on Instagram and
studying
Facebook.
really, it actually helps. Like,
Yeah, it does.
I used to never, until one day, it was the end of the school year and a lot of people failed. And then he said, I don't understand. He said, look, I make the study guide the same as the test. That's why everybody looked at each other like, this whole time. But he didn't say nothing to the end of the school year. And I took my time out my day, so I passed that class.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I didn't play about no grades.
Me neither.
I did not play about no grades. And here you are, young Niyah. New music out, y'all. It done got deep.
I know.
We need to start our own podcast. Mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter, TNT.
TNT,
But
boom.
they know me as Niyah, but still.
Right.
That's okay. We could do TNT. And then that's why I said, just let us know little topics y'all want to talk about, because we's going to keep it real.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it real.
Yeah, we are. No sugarcoating it. The world don't sugarcoat nothing. So you have to keep it real with your kids. You know, a lot of people like to keep them like the way my sister and I grew up. We didn't know nothing. Our parents kept us in the dark about a lot of stuff.
Dang.
A lot of stuff. I remember one day I had went to visit somebody in college, and they were saying that they got in trouble because they had a roach in the room. And then the guy was like, you didn't clean up? And he was like, nah, they found a roach. So he got suspended. I said, y'all got suspended because it was a roach in the room? I was like, oh, I really got to be clean. Not knowing what a roach was. I didn't
that kind.
That whole time, I was like, wow, you should have cleaned up. He said, yeah, I know, man. I'm sitting here I'm thinking it's a roach. And they're saying roach. Like, I did not. I didn't know.
That's funny.
I didn't know, which was crazy. But anyway, I wish we could read the comments. We can't read the comments.
I'm so bad. We're going to come back on here probably tomorrow.
Let's go back tomorrow.
We'll come back on here tomorrow and then turn on the comments so we can see.
Right. Like, even if it's comments on here, just put down what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to know about.
Put it in the comments, because I think we can post this on YouTube.
I think this live.
You can post it on YouTube, right?
This is YouTube.
But can't you post it as a post instead of a live?
This is our first time doing this.
I don't know neither.
We about to find out today. Yes. Anything else, Princess of the South?
Go stream every day on all platforms and go have you a good time. Check out my song called Mama. I wrote it for my mom.
Oh, yeah.
And I co-produced it with my friend Haley House.
She a beast.
She's a beast, boy. So check that out when y'all get a second. Just type in Mama and Young Niyah and watch the video. It's dope.
Yeah, it's dope. I think that's it. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, girl. Well, we gonna figure this thing out, y'all. Next time we'll have the comments.
Next time we're gonna have the footage. We're gonna have the footage. How did you get that?
I'm going to the school.
Part 2.
All right, y'all. So I know it is 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6:59.
It's 7?
Yeah, 7. 7 o'clock. We've been on here for 38, 39
We've been on here
minutes.
for almost, that was quick.
It was
we
quick.
could do a podcast.
That would be dope.
That was fast.
All right, so before we leave, we're gonna give you a little bit of about to put you on the spot. This bang just got a mind of her own. Come on, I'ma sing.
Mama.
Yes.
Can we do this the next one?
No, we're gonna do this now. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Don't be telling me no. Get up. I'm gonna let her rap a little bit, y'all, so y'all can. Girl, bye. Don't be saying that on live. It's too early. Oh, yeah, you do have interviews tomorrow. She had interviews today. She had interviews tomorrow. Come here, just a little bit. Just give me a little bit. Just a little bit of every day. Just a little bit.
Every day.
Okay, just give us a little bit of mama. It's about me. It's about me, y'all. Come on.
Tell them go. I want them to go watch it. And see the
They can watch
video.
it. Just, okay, if not mama.
Can we do this tomorrow?
No, we're going to do it now. I told you I'm going to sing a little bit. Let's close it out with a little singing and a little rap. Let's close it out. Yes, girl. We got some gifts. Let's use our gifts. You can think about what you want to do. Let me think about what song I'm going to sing. Okay, I'm going to sing. You tell me what you want to hear me sing.
Sing whatever.
No, give me a song to sing. And I'm going
Whatever you want to sing, because I don't know.
Come on. What's your favorite rap? Who's your favorite artist? Who's your favorite artist?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson didn't rap? Girl.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Oh, gosh. There you are. Michael Jackson was a beast.
Yes, he was.
We was looking at his performance the other day, and
He did Dangerous.
he was so connected with his gift that I was like, wow, I need to go back to the drawing board. If I could be as disciplined as he was, I still wouldn't be Michael Jackson. But he was so disciplined, like everything was so precise, like his movements, the way he moved his head and his hands, and he would sing, everything was just so beautiful. Man, he was a star. That's the definition of a star.
Superstar.
He was a superstar.
We all know I'm a big Mike.
Michael fan. But okay, well, think about one of your favorite rappers and just give us just a little bit.
My favorite rappers.
Yeah. Come on, give me something. I love to hear you rap.
I don't know. I thought you was gonna sing.
I am.
Can you sing then?
Yeah.
And I rap tomorrow.
No, we're gonna do it together. Let me see what song I can sing. I'm sitting down, so it might not come. I sing from my stomach. So I'm sitting down right now, y'all. So I don't know if it's gonna come out right, but I'm gonna do a little this. Let me see what song. Oh, I have a song that I redid. Malira's "Go Outside in the Rain." I did a few years back. So if you get a chance, look up Malira, look up Tamika Scott, "Go Outside in the Rain." It should be on this channel. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we're going to keep coming live. And then, like, tomorrow, I think I'll go live when you're doing your interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have went live on the interview today.
Yeah, that interview was so good.
That was a good interview.
It was. Be high.
Be high.
Be high.
Yeah,
He was dope.
Be high.
Be
Don't be
high.
roaches.
And his name, High, means it's short for High Tower. I thought it was High, like, I said, why did you lay your name Be High? He was like, my last name, High
That's his
Tower.
real name.
I was like, oh, okay. Sometimes I overthink things like we do. Okay, so Malira, "Go Outside in the Rain." That was one of my favorite. And like, everybody always say that's one of their favorites. I haven't sung this in a while. I need to start practicing. So I'm gonna practice. My phone about to die. It sure is. It's on 10%. Somebody go get me a charger. Ain't nobody even here. Somebody give me a charger. I wanna go outside in the rain, so no one can see me cry. I wanna go outside in the rain to hide my pain. That's just a little bit of "Go Outside in the Rain."
Right.
Yay! All right, your turn. Just give me a little bit
Now,
of every day.
honestly, ain't nobody out there hot as me. I don't care how hard they try to be. I live my life like I hit the lottery. I'm the truth, so you can't lie to me. All y'all niggas made
Pottery.
I'm an A-town chick with a
Yes. They're both available right now on all digital platforms. All right, y'all, that's our time. Thank y'all for spending this evening with us, me and my mini-me. We will be back. In the meantime, I will be making my trip to Sandy Springs Middle School. And we're out. TNT, it's a wrap. Oh, keep your tongue in your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine was out too. I think it's a habit. It's a habit. We're going to do it again. And we're out. TNT, it's a wrap. Oh, what a button. Okay. Yes, girl. I don't know how to stop this.
There you go. Top left.
Oh, right here. All right. Good night.